25 Best PS Vita Action Games. Number 25. Open Me. Open Me is tough but a ton of fun. Solving the puzzles is an enormously satisfying experience, and the online creation aspect is a brilliant idea. The augmented reality can be a touch finicky in places, but creative design ensures that the title eschews the gimmicky nature of similar releases. Number 24. When Vikings Attack. When Vikings Attack is a game that is best played in short spurts, beating a level or two and then moving on to something else. It is a game with only 15 levels to complete and each one taking just only a few minutes. You can play it on both the PS3 and Vita, but it's better suited for the Vita. Number 23. Rocketbirds Hardboiled Chicken. The developer's greatest achievement with Rocketbirds Hardboiled Chicken is the successful combination of diverse 2D gameplay, dark story tones, atmospheric visual settings, and imaginative audio work. This delightful handheld port will surprise Vita gamers who wrongly anticipate a generic platformer or shooter. Number 22. A Rose in the Twilight. A Rose in the Twilight is a gorgeous yet gruesome game filled with lots of clever puzzles. And although it won't take you too long to explore the setting, there are collectibles and a fun speedrun mode to keep you busy. The pure innocence and bravery of Rose in the face of the castle's cruelty makes for a haunting journey. Number 21. Killzone Mercenary. Distinguishing itself as the first Vita FPS to really showcase the system's strengths, this is one of those ambitious titles the system can be proud to showcase, proving that a console experience can not only work in the handheld space, but be damn fun without suffering too much in the way of compromise.
You take point from here. I've got your back. But watch out for that turret. It's on.
Number 20. Dokuro. Dokuro's charming aesthetic and accessible gameplay make it an enjoyable portable distraction that's certainly worth your valuable time. It can get a touch repetitive during prolonged sessions, but that's the only major slight on this otherwise adorable voyage through the underworld. Number 19. Persona 4 Dancing All Night. Packed full of the charm that you'd expect from the series, Persona 4 Dancing All Night is an entertaining rhythm game that could warm even the coldest heart. And if you're a Persona 4 fan, then this is for you. And while it not may be the best example of the rhythm genre, it certainly has the most personality. Number 18. SUPERBEAT SONiC. While it may be confusing and bizarre at first, SUPERBEAT SONiC quickly becomes an addictive time sink for fans of rhythm games. The combination of difficulty, sense of progression, and unlockable content can make it a hard title to put down even after your fingers get sore. In short, it's one of the best rhythm games on the platform. Number 17. Street Fighter X Tekken. Street Fighter X Tekken on the Vita is certainly worth picking up if you're a Vita owner and a fighting game fan, and continues the excellent port work put forth by Capcom with their Marvel vs. Capcom 3 release when the Vita launched. Number 16. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on Vita is identical to the console's editions, so if you already own it, there isn't much more here. Anyone looking to get into the fighting genre would do well here. It's not too technical at first, but offers enough gameplay and modes to turn you into a combo mashing pro while keeping you entertained. Number 15. Super Stardust Delta. It's not often that a console title ends up being a better fit on a portable system, but it's clear that Super Stardust Delta fits the system like a glove. With its huge number of game modes and quick bursts of intense shooting action, it's the perfect type of game for when you only have a few minutes to play. Number 14. BlazBlue Continuum Shift Extend. With this, not only are you getting one of the deepest fighting games you're ever likely to encounter, you're also getting more playing modes than you'll know what to do with. But if you're one of those fighting game fans that likes to be able to pick up a fighter and become skilled quickly, this is probably not for you. Number 13. Luftrausers. The goal of most games is to keep you coming back time and time again, and Luftrausers knows how to do just that. It leaves you feeling frustrated enough to try again, but never so much so that you'll just give up completely. It's a tough sweet spot to hit, but it's one that Luftrausers nails. Number 12. Stealth Inc. A Clone in the Dark. Overall, Stealth Inc. A Clone in the Dark is a very enjoyable game with plenty of replayability throughout the 80 levels the main game has to offer, with the addition of 40 levels split across 2 DLCs, an exceptional level editor, and a ranking system that will have you returning to the game for a significantly long time. Number 11. Dead or Alive 5 Plus. There are games like Virtua Fighter that take themselves seriously, and there are games like Dead or Alive 5 Plus which abandons maturity for a zany presentation that emphasizes arcade-style action. There is a story, but it is nonsense. However, it is probably one of the best fighting games for the Vita for fans of 3D fighters like Tekken. Number 10. Sine Mora. A side-scrolling shoot-'em-up game with a diesel punk aesthetic, Sine Mora separates itself from the pack with an emphasis on narrative, where other games avoid this area entirely. To top all of that, the game is absolutely gorgeous, with an art style that looks as close to a painting as you can get in a video game shooter. Number 9. TXK. Have you ever played the Atari classic Tempest 2000? TXK is the spiritual successor to that game, featuring similar graphics and a stereo-blasting soundtrack. This caught the attention of the aforementioned Atari, who has sued to block this game on nearly every other system, so if you want it, you gotta get the Vita version. Number 8. Tales from Space Mutant Blobs Attack. You're a blob and you're up to no good. You bust out of jail and you need to consume everything around you as you ooze through 1950s America, causing chaos and terror. It increasingly becomes more difficult as you play through the game, solving puzzles until you realize you're a blob, and that makes the game all the more special. Number 7. Sound Shapes. It's not often that a rhythm game combines elements of the platformer genre into it, but Sound Shapes is just that game. Overall, it's perfect for people that want a change to the standard formula in a really great game since Sound Shapes' production values are extremely high. Number 6. Guacamelee. Another game with a Mexican aesthetic. This game derives a lot of its lore and conceits from Mexican culture. Ostensibly a platformer with fighting game inspirations, Guacamelee keeps things lighthearted and engaging enough to stand out in the otherwise crowded genre. Number 5. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is Mortal Kombat, and this game brings it back to its roots, teaching the fully 3D fighting introduced in its first polygonal installments for a style that more closely resembles in the older games in form and function. The combos, fatalities, and characters are all here in what is truly a complete fighting game for the Vita. Number 4. Spelunky. This game is like Mario meets Dig Dug. The premise is simple: exploring tunnels yields treasure, and the more you get, the better you do. In terms of challenge, Spelunky is NES level at times, proudly reminding you of its indie roots. But at other times, Spelunky is a delightful throwback to a different era in video games. Number 3. Velocity Ultra. The PS Vita and shoot-'em ups go together like sugar and spice, and Velocity Ultra is a prime example of this. This game really shines for its creativity more than anything, and its unique features make it both more challenging and more fun at the same time. Number 2. LittleBigPlanet PS Vita. LittleBigPlanet on the PS Vita is just like its home console namesake, except it's in portable format. If you loved the charming sock puppets of the PS3 game, then you'll be equally enthralled with this edition. Whether or not you're a creative person, LittleBigPlanet will give you hours of enjoyment. Number 1. Rayman Origins. Rayman Origins doesn't do anything majorly innovative in the action platformer department, and that's okay. Rayman Origins combines the tried and true platforming we know and love with a little dash of the attitude you expect from a Sonic game. What you get in the result is a charming game that never stops being awesome and endearing.
Négy, 76, 12. Megkezdem az ereszkedést.